What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people deal with, trying to sell a car that you still owe money on. Maybe you got a great new job and need to upgrade to a bigger vehicle for your family. Or perhaps you're just ready for a change and want to get into a newer model. Whatever the reason, owing money on your current car can make the selling process a bit trickier. But don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, I'll walk you through all the steps to sell your car smoothly, even if you haven't paid off the loan yet. We'll cover things like equity, payoff amounts, and dealing with the bank. Just stick around and I'll explain it all in simple terms that anyone can understand. What is equity? First up, let's talk about equity. Equity is basically the portion of your car that you actually own outright. It's the difference between what your car is currently worth and how much you still owe on the loan. For example, if your car's trade-in value is $10,000, but you still owe $6,000 to the bank, then your equity is $4,000. Make sense? Essentially, that $4,000 is the part you've already paid off. Having equity in your car makes selling it a lot easier because you'll get that money back when you sell. But what if you're upside down or have negative equity? Negative equity situation being upside down or having negative equity means you owe more on the loan than what the car is actually worth. This happens when cars depreciate faster than you're paying down the loan. Let's say your car is only worth $8,000 now, but you still owe $10,000 to the bank. In this case, you have negative $2,000 equity. Not ideal, but it's actually pretty common, especially if you took out a long loan term. The tricky part is that you'll have to pay that negative equity amount, usually by rolling it into your next car loan. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Getting your payoff amount. Okay, so whether you have positive or negative equity, the first step is to get your payoff amount from the bank. This is the exact amount you'll need to pay off the loan completely, including interest and fees. You can usually get this payoff quote by calling your lender or checking online. Make sure you get it in writing too. Having that payoff amount will be crucial when you're negotiating with dealers or private buyers. Selling to a dealer. One option is to trade in your car at a dealership when you're ready to buy your next ride. The dealer will appraise your old car's value, then that amount goes toward paying off your loan. If you have positive equity left over after paying the loan, that money will come off the price of your new car purchase. Score. If you're upside down though, you'll have to pay that negative equity by rolling it into your new loan. The benefit here is convenience. The dealer handles paying off your old loan directly. But the downside is you may get less for your trade than selling privately. Selling privately. Your other main option is to sell your car yourself to a private party, like on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. You'll likely get more money this way since you're cutting out the middleman. The catch is that you're responsible for properly paying off and closing out that old loan yourself. You'll need to get a payoff amount, then take that money from the buyer and send it to your lender right away. Only once the loan is paid off can you transfer the title over to the new owner. So it requires a bit more footwork, but can really pay off financially if you negotiate well. Tips for a smooth sale. Whichever route you go, here are some quick tips for a smoother selling experience. Be upfront about the fact that there is a loan owed. Don't try to hide it. Get the payoff amount as close to the sale date as possible since interest accrues. For private sales, consider using an escrow service to protect both parties. Take great photos and be honest about the car's condition in your listing. Have service records and the title ready to go. Don't forget to remove your license plates before handing over the car, wrapping up. So there you have it, guys. The keys to selling a car that still has a loan attached. It might seem intimidating at first, but as long as you understand equity, get that payoff amount, and take the right steps, it's totally doable. Just be smart, be prepared, and be upfront throughout the process. Do that, and you'll be driving away in your sweet new ride before you know it. Let me know if you have any other questions down in the comments.